Social Security benefits for the month of May 2023. We have actually got 17 important dates right for the month of May 2023, and this one include people receiving Social Security, SSI, SSDI, VA, RRB, people on low income, fixed income. I have got all the important dates, all the key dates right in this video. We'll be going through some of the key events that will be happening right here in the month of May, and actually there are more than 17 dates which are happening right here into the month of May. That means half of the calendar is loaded with the important key events, most important date. And definitely this will also include the benefit payment schedule, and also we have got very important key dates, the events which will be most beneficial for all the social security beneficiaries. Alright guys, so let's talk about the month of May and all the important dates which are happening throughout the month. So it has been a confusing time lately with all the important announcement, all the latest news, all the headlines coming up, and it's important to stay up to date on all the latest announcements which are happening, because you know what, they could potentially have a major impact on our lives, on our monthly checks, on our benefits. As of right now, we know there are few key dates, but I can guarantee for sure there will be more key events popping up throughout the month of May. So let's get right into all the important dates, and let's start with the first important date. So starting with the first important date is the 1st of the May. 1st of the May is the key date for those of you receiving fixed income benefits like supplemental security income, SSI benefits. This is the day when your checks will be arriving. It's not a holiday, not a weekend. 1st of the May landing on a completely normal day, Monday. So you'll be getting your payments on Monday. Alright guys, then moving forward, the next important date is the 3rd of the May. That's when this is another important day for those of you receiving fixed income benefits, like if you generally get your payment on 3rd of the month. Now you'll be getting your checks on 3rd of the May if you are those group of beneficiaries who receive social security before May 1997 or receive social security and SSI benefits together. Be sure to watch out 3rd of the May for your benefits. This is when you'll be getting your payments. And also guys, speaking of the key event which will be happening right here until the 3rd of the May, you know what, additionally a Federal Reserve System will be announcing the result of its comprehensive capital analysis and review. Now this is an annual stress test to assess the financial strength of the major banks. Alright guys, then moving forward, let's take a look at the next important date. And actually after the 3rd of the May, it's the 10th of the May. That's the very important date. That is again next Wednesday, the second Wednesday of the May. Now on this day, US Department of Labor will be releasing the job openings and labor turnover survey. Now this survey will be very important to provide a very important insight into current state of the US labor market. And guess what? The current economic situation is not great. People are looking for the job numbers. Many people are losing their jobs. You know what? And this is the key indicator. When many people lose out their job, this is when usually government will send out the stimulus check. So this is the very important number that we need to watch out right here until the 10th of the May. That will basically provide us an insight into current status of the US labor market. So continue to watch out 10th of the May for the US Department of Labor's, you know what, they will be releasing the job openings and labor turnover survey. And also moving forward, the next important dates that we are looking for will be crucial for the Federal Reserve. You know what? Federal Reserve will be releasing their decision on interest rate on 3rd of the month. Now this is the part of the Federal Reserve Open Market Committee FOMC meeting, which will take place every 6 months and last for 2 days. And during the meeting, Chairman of the Federal Reserve Jerome Powell will hold news conference and announce the decision on the interest rate. Now will they be again raising the interest rates, holding them steady, or maybe pausing interest rate hikes? We'll find them onto the 3rd of the May. Also guys, remember on 3rd of the May, fixed income beneficiaries are set to receive the payments, so that's when the fixed income payments will be arriving as well. So if you receive social security before May 1997, continue to watch out 3rd of the May. That's the very important date for the social security beneficiaries as well. Now moving forward guys, the next important date is the 4th of the May. That's when Federal Reserve is doing a policy change. And the next important date is again the 5th of the May. This is when the Department of Labor will be releasing the monthly jobs report. Now 5th of the month is very important date. You know what? Because this is when the non-farm payroll number will be released, and this is the report basically which will tell us how many jobs were created, how many jobs were lost in the previous month, as well as it will give a general idea of the unemployment rate. Also, it will tell us the labor participation rate, the average hourly earnings, and this report is crucial that will help Federal Reserve to decide what to do with the interest rate hikes and whether economy really needs the stimulus checks or not. So remember, on Friday 5th of the May, remember, continue to watch out 8:30 a.m. East Coast time. This is an important report which will be releasing, and this report will help Federal Reserve to determine the interest rate policy moving forward. We'll have to watch this very important report closely because basically this is the turning factor for our economy. Alright guys, then moving forward, the next important date is the 8th of the May. Now this is when the IRS is due to start processing the stimulus payment. Then moving forward, the next important date is the May 10th. Now this is when guys, the consumer price index CPI will be releasing their data at 8:30 a.m. East Coast time, and this is the metric that will help Federal Reserve to determine their interest rate policy. Now they won't have non-farm roll payroll number, but you know what, they will have it for the next meeting in the June. And also right here into the May 10th, the Treasury Department is due to release the monthly budget statement, and that will give us an idea the exact budget for the Treasury, how it's spent, and where they have been allocating the funds and all that. And speaking of the next event which will be happening on 10th of the May, well, on 10th of the May, all the fixed income benefits, these payments will be issued right here onto the 10th of the May. All those social security recipient will be getting their payment. So if your birth date falls between 1st to 10th of the month, then be sure to check out 10th of the May for your social security benefit payment. If your birth date falls between 1st to 10th of the month, then continue to watch out, mark your calendars on 10th of the May. This is the very important date. Moving forward, the next key event which will be happening right here on to May 11th. Now, the current public health emergency declaration will be expiring. Now, this was originally supposed to expire in the mid-April, but you know what? Again, it was extended for 30 days back in the last month. Now, this is a final extension, so we anticipate that it will officially expire on May 11th. So, this is the very important date that public health emergency declaration it will be expiring. So, continue to watch this important date. And remember, guys, the Federal Reserve is due to release its badge book on May 11th. Speaking of the next important date, on 12th of the May, the Department of Labor is due to release its weekly jobless claims report. And next important date right over here we got is the May 17th. That's when, you know what, those of you receiving fixed income benefits such as Social Security, Retirement, SSDI, Survivor's Benefit, you know what, this will be very important date, 17th of the May. That's when you'll be receiving your checks. This is the third of the Wednesday of the month. So if your birthday must fall between 11th to 20th of the month in order for you to receive this very important monthly check. Now speaking of the next important date is the May 19th. That's when the Federal Reserve is due to hold its meeting on interest rates. Then on to the May 22nd, the Department of Labor is due to release its monthly housing stats report. Then on to the May 23rd, the IRS is due to start sending out the stimulus payments. And the next important date is the 24th of the May. That's when, you know what, two key events which will be happening. So first one, the Federal Reserve is due to release its industrial production report, and you know what, and the next key event is happening on 24th of the May is the fixed income benefits which will be heading out. So if your birth date lands between 21st to 31st of the month, then continue to watch out 24th of the May to receive your benefits. Then the next important date is the May 25th. That's when the Federal Reserve is due to release its consumer credit report. On 29th of the May, the next important date, that is when the Department of Labor is due to release its monthly job openings report. And May 31st is that's when the IRS is due to start sending out the stimulus payments. Additionally, there are specific key events which will be happening. A lot of things are happening in the past 4 months of this year. An announcement, new bills, new packages, proposals are coming out of the Congress and administration. It's important to keep track of all the important news, all the latest news, the new announcement. There is a lot of things going on right now. And going forward, this will be going to impact us in some way, shape, or form. So that's why I'm watching everything very, very closely, breaking out all the details in short videos like this. So guys, make sure to hit that like, share this video, subscribe to our channel for more observed details. And this is Kedar from How to Guys. See you in the next video.